Howdy folks, this is Julius Brown. And tonight, I want to talk about something personal. I want to talk about what it means to be black in the United States today. It's the year 2020. We have a racist white supremacist named Donald J. Trump as President of the United States. That is President Donald J. Trump. There's a lot of people who don't believe he is a racist, but in fact he is. I don't have the time nor the energy to go over the many, many instances of racism that he has perpetrated from the 70s up until the year 2020. You can Google it if you like. Yes, when he was a Democrat, we still knew he was a racist. The media didn't care because he hemorrhaged money. If you interacted with him and for some reason he lost money, you tended to make money. Not sure how that worked, but it's what kept him out of the public eye for being a racist. Anyway, like I said, you can go ahead and Google that if you want. What I want to talk about is what it means to be black in the United States today. And what it means is we are literally still fighting a war for equality. We're not seen as equals under the color of the law. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, just to name a few, can show you how we are not seen as equals. Amber Guyger, someone we haven't talked about, can show you how we're not seen as equals. If you don't remember this case, Amber Guyger, a police officer, decided to have a few drinks while in uniform, go home. She was so drunk that she went to the wrong apartment. Couldn't get into the door because her key didn't work. So she broke in. There was a gentleman sitting there eating ice cream in an apartment that she thought was hers. Gunshots. Oh, another one. Fitting. Well, she shot him. Killed him. It was his apartment. He was in his apartment eating ice cream. Now, there's a lot around this case, but I want to point out something that really shows what it means to be black in the United States. This man was in his home eating ice cream when a drunken police officer broke into his apartment and shot him, killing him, then called the police. The police showed up, found that it wasn't her apartment, took her statement, and let her go. Let me say that again. The police showed up, found out it wasn't her apartment, that it was indeed his. There was no sort of confrontation between them. She had broken into the apartment. They took her statement as it was and let her go. Now, she would eventually be arrested, prosecuted, and found guilty of murder. But in the beginning, they let her go. And they immediately went into action, turning this victim, this dead black man, into a criminal. He had drugs in his apartment. He had obviously been using them. Why didn't he comply with her orders to get on the ground? He was resisting arrest. She feared for her life. She shot him in self-defense because she thought he was in her apartment. as a black man in America, that is a horrible situation to imagine. It's something that I, as a writer, wouldn't think of writing. It's just unbelievable. Including that the police would let this person go. Until I remember the old saying that the truth is stranger than fiction. Amber Guyger left the crime scene that night with her badge and her gun, still intoxicated. She went home, was able to get in her bed, decide what to do the next day. She had options. Her victim did not. Her victim was eating a bowl of ice cream in his own home. And police decided that he was enough of a criminal that his murderer could walk away. In the United States, it's not a crime to be black, but it's justification to make you into a criminal. We'll talk about this more. Good journey, folks.